In this video, I'll cover one of the myriad of reasons as to why people, pretty much everyone, will return back here to Earth. Yesterday I watched an interview between Pink Tourmaline and Isabella Green, I'll link it down below, wherein they raised a very interesting point, which is that obviously most people, human people, are only remembering this particular life. They don't remember anything beyond this life, prior to this life. They don't have particular experiences in this life either that push them outside the boundaries of this human realm, of the faculties of this realm. And so if this human life is all that you've seemingly ever known, obviously you are so easily duped when you get to any other higher dimensional plane than this one, because, excuse me, when you cross over, let's say, when you out-of-body travel, when you die, whatever, you are most likely, as most people seemingly are, going to be presented with realms or possibly beings that are infinitely more vast than this one. That are exuding peace and tranquility and radiance and bliss and joy and love, all this shebang, right? And you'll be so enamored. You'll be so drawn and pulled in by this. Your skepticism, although you may have been a stout skeptic all throughout your life. I don't care if you've been the most militant atheist even. Coming to that point where you're just it's flowing over you, you're washed over with all this wonderfulness of the other planes. I don't see how most people are going to resist that. I don't see how most people are going to be skeptical of that, because it is in our programming to be enamored, to see that there's this peacefully glowing, radiant being in front of me, and it loves me, it knows me like nobody has ever known me, it sees me, right? But you cannot know the nature of what you're perceiving. The only thing you can know through true discernment is yourself, is the awareness that you are. And really, we have to be skeptical of all content of experience. It doesn't matter what dimensional plane you're on. It doesn't matter what content of experience is playing out, because it is moving about. It is coming and going, and everything that comes and goes is obviously unstable. If you're resting your faith, your trust in something that is intrinsically unstable, where does that lead you? It leads you on. It leads you on. And to what? You may not know, because it's got you in its grips. You are just following along the carrots on the stick. You're being strung along to the agenda of something else, because you've taken yourself to be a someone, and you're now following the tracks of whatever is being laid out in the content of your experience. That is very dangerous territory to be in, and many people in these discussions will advise you to do all sorts of things. I, however, am of the conviction that if you already find yourself under those circumstances where you are taking yourself to be someone relating to another one, no matter what that other might be in your experience, you are already in the grips of it. You cannot ignore it necessarily. You cannot turn away from it. Just like you can't just turn off this human life either. Well, in some sense you can, not through what you're possibly thinking, but you can, through meditation and various practices, have many recognitions that go far beyond the seemingly physicality of this realm, of this human life. And so, in fact, all experience, including all the dimensional planes, including all the astral realms, including this very life here, is but a thin veneer on top of awareness. It is a film, it's transparent. And the more you explore your experience from the vantage point of your being, of awareness, you'll see that experience appears in what you are. It is not something that you are appearing in. It is not that you are located in this. There's a focal point through sense perception of localization. But all this experience, although there's the sense of localization, even the sense of localization appears in something greater, which is you. It's not mystical, it's not special, it's just the simple fact of your being. It is what you are, it is what we all are. And the more we are able to step back from these many layers of identification, the more we are able to just be as we are without being tethered to or involved with the content of experience in a way that identifies us with the seeming subject that we appear to be for a limited time. And it is very important, again, to make this point that everything that comes and goes in your experience, this life comes and goes. The afterlives that you may encounter when you leave this realm, they come and they go. The beings you meet, they come, they go, and everything that comes and goes is inherently unstable. So why would you ever rest your faith, your trust in something that is unstable, in something that is not lasting? Because that means you know, somewhere in you, you know that whatever moves about, whatever is unstable, if you will, is going to leave you and disappoint you. And that is exactly why most people are trapped in this perpetual loop of seeking and resisting, because they think that maybe the peace and liberation they're looking for is on the other side of this next thing, or the next thing, or the next thing. Yeah, it's eternal, this seeking. What you're truly seeking is yourself. And you are not anywhere to be found except right here. Not hidden, not covered up, right here. Take that to heart. Rest in right here. Timelessly. Beyond space. You know time and space. Time and space is unstable. Comes and goes and you know it. All that you know cannot be what you are. All you know cannot be what you are. For who are you that knows it? You, knowing something else, must be prior to what you're knowing. So I don't care if you're in front of God. Like so many people who have near-death experiences, they say they saw God. They spoke with God. They saw these beings. They spoke with these beings. They did all these things in this place, overlooking the very fact that it is all content in experience, never questioning the nature of what knows all experience, of what experience appears in and is made of. Question. I don't think there is a more direct path to true liberation than this. I'll see you next time. Bye.